All right, welcome to the second vlog that I'm doing during this Adonis Project Season 2, we can call it, or Volume 2, whatever you want to call it. I'm a little bit under the weather. I've been battling a little bit of a cold, nothing too bad, but yeah, it kind of just hit me all at once. Still getting the workouts in, still sticking to the nutrition, but just trying to get a little bit more rest this weekend than I otherwise would have. But yeah, that's kind of the main update. I'm going to take you through hopefully a few meals today. I know last time I said I was, but I didn't do it, but hopefully I can show you a few of the meals I'm eating today. Today's a higher carb day and higher calorie day, so I have between 2,700 to 2,900 calories today. And we're also hitting another workout with Manene and Jack. Steve can't make it today, but hopefully we'll get him out to the next one. But we're going to work out at Pure Muscle and Fitness in Burlington, my favorite gym of all time that I've trained at so far. So it should be a great day. I'm going to hit an upper body day, so I'll probably do another voiceover, I'm thinking, and then we're going to do a little bit more posing. Today I actually weighed in pretty low at 178.4 or 178.6 or something like that. So in the high 170s now. I broke the 180 mark, so we are making pretty quick progress, like in terms of that. But we want to be more aggressive out of the gates, so that's exactly what we're doing. So we're a tiny bit ahead of schedule, but that's where I want to be. I always want to be in that position because that means we can take more breaks in terms of like bringing food up and different things like that. So first things first, before we do anything, we're gonna go have coffee with my mom. We'll see the dog Max, and it should be a pretty solid day. So stay tuned. All right, everybody. So I had a nice coffee with my mom. It was good to catch up. And now I am back at home and going to rest up a little bit and then do a little bit of work. I have a few client things I need to get done today. And then I'm also going to have a good meal. So hopefully I remember to show you my pre-workout meal. I'm going to meet the guys around 1:30. So I'm thinking about having a meal around like 12:15-ish. That way I can digest enough in time. I find when I'm in fat loss phases, I like to eat closer to my workout. I find I run out of gas if I eat too far away. Like when I'm in a building phase, I can eat like 3 hours before my workout and still have like a absolutely awesome session. But I find the kind of deeper I am into a fat loss phase, the closer my meals have to be to my workout. So I'll show you the meal that I'm going to make. Hopefully I remember to do that. But yeah, just going to chip away at a little bit of client work, and then we're going to get on with that, and should be an awesome day. All right, not sure if you can see this very well. This is a bit of a weird meal. Maybe we'll bring it into light so you can see it a little bit better. But I actually have strawberry casein protein. I don't usually order strawberry protein, but they didn't have any chocolate left. They only had one chocolate, but I wanted to order two things. So one is strawberry casein protein with oats, right, cooked. And then we have dark chocolate chips, peanut butter, and a banana with some cinnamon and sea salt. So this will be my pre-workout meal. Again, today is a higher carb day, and higher calorie day just in general. So I'm going to have more food to work with. And yeah, this would be bigger than my usual pre-training meal. But yeah, as you said, we need some fuel for this big training and filming day. And then we do have more calories to play with. So that's that. I might snack on some Cheerios as well before the gym. And then I'll have some dextrose powder in my water during my workout. Okay, so we're going to go on with another voiceover here. Hopefully you guys are liking the voiceovers. If you do, let me know in the comments and I'll do more of these. If not, I'll maybe do some more cinematic edits or something like that. But yeah, this is just me warming up on the treadmill, catching up with Jack, and just catching up on how the month went. We usually do filming every single month, just to get some reels and also see where the physique is sitting and just kind of document the progress. And you'll see some posing later on again in this clip. We'll try to get posing every single time we film, but they're just recording some reels there. So this is my first time showing you guys my new split. So I actually have an upper lower split. So this is my second upper day, and I'm just going to kind of walk you through. Again, this training program is pretty low volume, and I've been liking it so far. You know, I'm making sure I train really hard on each set, but it is pretty low volume, and it has a little bit of different intensity techniques than previous. So this is my first movement. It's my flat dumbbell press, but I actually have these with no lockout. So it is a little bit more challenging. I can't use as much weight or get as many reps because, no rest at the top essentially. And a lot of my movements have no lockout at the top, and my coach was just saying, he programs that so that I don't do almost like a rest pause or myo reps where people just take a few breaths at the top, rest, and then keep trudging along. We want to just keep the tension on the muscle. Also, the other gym I go to only has up to 100s, so it's not heavy enough for me to hit within the rep range that I want to. So that's why we have this kind of method of stopping a little bit shy of the top and not having that full lockout. So I hit my first set with the 100s. And then second set with the 100s. This is my third set with the 95s here. Can start to see the shoulders getting a little bit leaner now, which is kind of cool. You can start to see that popping in there. So yeah, felt good this day. Here's Manene doing some lat focused rows. These ones, you are hinged forwards. Your spine is a little bit flexed, meaning your spine is a little bit curved. And then you also are focusing on pulling down and back through the elbows. Really, really great lat movement. And then I also had this on as my next movement here. I have 2 sets of these plus partials at the end of the sets. So you can see I'm getting a nice stretch and then pulling, really trying to shorten the lats. This handle was awesome. This movement felt fantastic. I got an amazing stimulus on my lats here. So pulling low, I'm visualizing driving my forearm against the floor as I pull and keeping that hinged position. So on a lot of my pulling movements and some of my other movements as well, I have partial work. So essentially I hit my full set, as many full range of motion reps as I can, and then I'll hop into my partial reps in the lengthened range. So you can see here, I'm now doing my partials, or maybe that was my last rep there fully, and then now I hop into my lengthened partials. So I eke out as much as I can of the range of motion, and just partial reps, working the muscle in the lengthened range, and then I drop it. So I haven't done too much work in the lengthened range before, so this is kind of new to me. I know my coach is pretty big on that. So we've been doing a lot more partials in this program than I've done before. Here's another look at this movement from a different angle here. So you can see I'm really focusing on pulling through my elbows, staying hinged over, staying slightly flexed at the spine, and then really trying to shorten my lats and pulling low here. So this is what that looks like. One of my favorite rowing variations right now. I ran this also in my building phase. Without the partials, I ran this in my building phase with like 2 handles, but this I'm doing with like single fixed handle, so it's a little bit different, but I really like this movement. If you haven't tried it out, then definitely try it out. So it's a little bit more lat dominant compared to a traditional row where you're going to hit like middle of the back, mid traps, and rhomboids are going to kick in a little bit more, and then you can see my partials there. So feeling good about that set. Awesome. So yeah, you got to try these new variations of different movements if you haven't tried them, to see if you like them. This is now into my incline press. So we had the flat dumbbell press, then we had the lat focused row. Now we have incline press, again stopping just shy of lockout at the top. This is a little bit of a higher incline than I would usually use for incline press, but that's the way it's programmed. You would be surprised, my chest volume is only 6 sets per week. And all those 6 sets are on this day. So I have 3 sets of flat pressing and I have 3 sets of incline pressing, and that's it for the whole week. So pretty intense in terms of the sets themselves, but you would be surprised like how little volume you can get away with it when it's quality. Also, we are in a fat loss phase, so volume is a little bit lower than it would be in a building phase typically. Not that much lower, but just a little bit lower. And my chest has maintained so far. So kind of almost changes your belief about training volume when you hear things like this. So yeah, this is my second or third set here. Again, I had 3 sets here. Again, no lockout, keeping the emphasis on that stretch position. I probably should have stopped there because we didn't count that last rep. That was not a full rep. Okay, so this is my next movement, another pull down movement. This is an interesting one. I actually put the handles on top of the lat pull down bar. You can see there, just like shoulder width grip. And then this is again lat focused. So I crunch my abs down, slight flex or curve in the spine, and then I think about pulling my elbows slightly in front of me there. So pretty solid lat movement. And again, this one has partials, only 2 sets again. 2 sets, just like the rowing movement, but I tag on some length and partials at the end of the set. So I will get as many full range of motion reps as I can here. And I think I go into partials now. Yeah, so now, or okay, maybe I got one more. All right, now I'm heading into partials and keeping the form the same and just hitting the length in position. Driving through the elbows, pulling down. So yeah, some of those reps, like some of the partials in the length and range, they don't look like much, but when you're actually doing them, you can really feel them if you focus. The focus is not to change the form at all, right? Then next I have, again, only 2 sets on this one of triceps. My weekly tricep volume is 5 sets total. So pretty insane, right? But this is a great movement, the crossover cable extensions. I do these kneeling for more stability. I'm thinking about driving back and down with my hands as I go, and just an insane stimulus. No partials on this one, just like a normal set, but this is one of my favorite movements. And then to finish it off, this is the last movement on this day. I have facing away hammer curls. So again, hitting the biceps emphasized in the length and range again. I get another angle of this because I couldn't find the angle exactly. So this is, I think this one is 3 sets. 3 sets here, and partials. So the 2 or 3 sets, and then I hop into partials. So first of all, full range motion reps, big stretch at the bottom, just like that. This is an awesome exercise, and then into partials. So that was my last full range of motion rep, and then I hop into partials there. So guys, that is the full workout. Low volume, but I'm hitting my sets hard, and also these partials really add an extra layer of intensity. So again, lower training volume this block, but I'm feeling good. And yeah, that's all for me. I hope you enjoyed this voiceover. We're gonna go into some posing after this last clip here. I just wanted to get a little bit of a further away clip so you can see it, but I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoy this next posing clip. I'm going to put a little bit of music behind it on this one as well. Okay, stay tuned for that in 3, 2, and 1.
Workout done, solid day of filming. Time to get some food, baby.
Heck yeah, let's eat, boys.
Hungry.
Very hungry now. Very, very hungry.
Is that real?
Which one?
The one you took when it was you and I. It was during the massing phase when we were bulking, and I opened the can of tuna and we were just dying.
Oh,
it's like,
hey dudes, what are we making?
I'm firing some scrambled eggs.
Say that again.
Scrambled eggs on the grill.
Okay. What about you, Mr. Manene?
we're having some turkey. No, what am I saying? Tuna over here, canned tuna, just quick and easy, and then we're gonna have some turkey slices with some boiled potatoes. That's on the menu.
Right on. And then I actually already ate. I already ate a chicken breast because I was super hungry. But I'm gonna have sweet potato for carbs. Today's a high carb day, so I'm gonna have sweet potato for carbs, and then I'll probably save some carbs for a big bowl of Cheerios later before bed. So I'm gonna have sweet potato for carbs right now, have some fruits, have some vegetables, fill me up. It is my higher calorie day today, so I do have more room to play with. So we'll get kind of more creative than I usually would. But yeah, we'll see what I end up eating. Stay tuned. Okay, so we got some cherry tomatoes here to start. I'm gonna actually add a can of tuna just for some extra protein, tracking it in Chronometer. And then here are the sweet potatoes over here. So these are gonna be the carb source. I was also snacking on a little bit of Cheerios because I couldn't help myself. And then I think I even probably have room for more carbs as well, so we'll see what's going on. Manene's got some
Gourmet meal right there.
This is telling people that they have to eat this boring on prepper when they're dieting. Is that true, Manene? Can you only eat tuna cans and tomatoes?
It's a lie. You don't have to.
Okay.
It's convenient. So yeah, you definitely don't have to, but you know, it's so convenient, right? Like just opening a can of tuna, putting it there, like it literally took me less than 5 minutes total to have this right here, and then the potatoes. So you don't have to do this. It's just a decision, right? We like to be efficient, so.
And then Jack's here already eating.
Cameraman died with scrambled eggs.
Yeah. How's the food?
10 out of 10. Excellent.
You guys don't know this, but I probably spend about like 15 minutes in total. Okay, maybe like 20 minutes in total per day in the kitchen cooking. I try, especially when my calories are lower, like during the week my calories are pretty low. I try to not think about food whatsoever. I just eat for function, and I just eat like to hit my numbers and follow my routine. And then on the weekends when I have more food, usually that's when I'll include more variety, and usually like I'll cook with Tara, like my partner, and we'll make some food together, and like, you know, I'll just include it in my budget, but I'm a little bit more prone to spending more time in the kitchen and then making an enjoyable process. But when it's the work week and like you got stuff to do, it's like I'm not going to waste time cooking when we could be, you know, coaching or freaking working out or making content or whatever, right? So here's how we're looking so far. We got some tuna. We got the sweet potato. This is Japanese sweet potato, which is actually a purple color, and it's just a little bit more starchy than a normal sweet potato. It's really nice if you find it. Not all grocery stores have it. Then we got the cherry tomatoes on the side. I'll probably put like some seasoning on this or some low-calorie sauce of some sort. And then honestly, I have quite a few calories left. So what I'm probably going to do is either put like some avocado on the side for some fats, or I'm just gonna have a snack on the side of some carbs, but most likely, let's do the avocado. I think that's probably a solid option. All right, so had a good meal and then had a shower, and then we were just filming a few more reels here. Jack is gonna head out, but Manene and I are just gonna chill, you know, have a good time. There he is right there. And just relax a little bit. As I said, I'm still recovering. I was a little bit under the weather this week, so I just wanna like bring the nervous system down a little bit, because these workouts and filming is also like a tiring day, right? Like after a very long work week, I usually have long hours during the week, and then Saturday is like, it's a long day too. It takes a lot out of you. So I want to make sure I listen to my body and like give myself the adequate rest. I think this prep, I've been very good at taking rest when I need it and pushing when I need to. And I think there's a really fine line to like learning your body. And that's why I love prep so much, because it not only allows me to focus really hard on one specific goal, which forces me to get all my other shit together everywhere else, but it also brings a whole new level of self-awareness, and I learn so much about my body, and I really become in tune with my body on a whole different level. So I have been, I think this time around, being really good at like saying, this is the end of the day, it's time to rest, or hey, just get it done, pull up your socks and let's get to it, right? There's a time and a place for rest, and you need to know when your body needs that. And then there's a time and place for like, hey, I got to push it and I got to get this done, right? So learning that over time, it's hard, but that comes with like just maturity and also just learning who you are as a person and learning your body really well. So, and that's only done from just like really dedicating yourself to something like this, right? All right, so the last meal is going to be an interesting one. So I actually have in one bowl some Greek yogurt with a little bit of casein protein, chocolate flavored for just literally the flavor, and then some cinnamon that I'm going to mix into a protein pudding. And then this bowl has just oats with quite a bit of melted dark chocolate chips in there, and then also some peanut butter, and then also some cinnamon as well. So had that. I also, in between meals, had a little bit of a snack on like some peppers and everything. And then Manene over here is doing some math in Chronometer.
Some solid meals, everyone. Let me tell you. That's volume, but this is going to be volume 2.
Say all that.
So that's a lot of volume in terms of like the food he gets for the calorie budget. It's solid and it's so satiating. So he's going to stay really full. Awesome. But over here, look at that. This is what egg whites can do. That's 3 whole eggs and 120 grams of egg whites. And look, it takes up half the plate. Look at that.
That's my hand.
That's Parris' hand. That's the omelet. And then on top of that, you have the most satiating food on the index of foods. Potatoes. So eggs and potatoes. And I get another meal later. Greek yogurt with almond butter. It's a good day, my friends. It's awesome.
Oh, that's hilarious. Getting excited over the meals. But yeah, so that is the meals that we're gonna have before bed, and we'll kind of wrap this up maybe with one more clip after we eat these, and we'll just have a little chat with you guys, and then we'll pack up for the night. Got to get those Z's. All right, everybody. So we had the final meals there, and we're gonna head to bed soon because just want to catch up on some rest. It's been a very long day. Lots of fun, lots of adrenaline, but I think it's time to catch some Z's. So yeah, just like a little bit of a prep update about where I'm at with things. So since the last video with the low days and high days disparity that I had talked about, we're still running that. And my body weight, as I said at the beginning of this video, was 178.4 this morning. So it's around like almost 12 pounds now. So pretty assertive considering that we're just wrapping up 6 weeks here. But I feel like my performance has still been good. I don't feel like I was ever running super flat because of those 2 high days, and it doesn't look like I've lost much muscle at all. So I don't think we took like too aggressive a pace to the point where I would like lose muscle strength. So it just allowed me to be in a great position and potentially ahead of schedule. So it's good because now we don't have to rush things when I'm very lean. Like you can be aggressive when you're holding more body fat, but you do not want to be aggressive when you are very lean already, because then you really risk muscle loss, strength loss, and also it just makes it so much harder. You feel like crappy, right? So may as well take the first chunk off quickly now, and then we just can take more of like a staircase approach later, right? If we see fit. So it's always good to plan ahead and be ahead of schedule a little bit with these things. But yeah, so that is kind of it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. I'm going to try to keep these going once a month, and then we'll do the podcast once a month as well to kind of update on progress with Manene and Steve. But yeah, very grateful for you guys watching, and yeah, I'm really enjoying this process. Like, this is the first time I think where I've just focused on being present and just like always just enjoying the moment and being grateful for the process and being grateful for the growth in this process. So it's funny, over time these things just get easier and easier and easier, and you just mature so much in your journey. So it's kind of cool to reflect back on and compare different things, and yeah, interesting. But yeah, that's it for today. Hope everybody has a great rest of whatever day you're on right now, and yeah, we'll see you next time.